seeking definite commitments from the U.S. government. Osmania has made clear his country's minimum requirements.
Well, of course, Mr. President, the people of the Philippine Islands realize the difficulties and the responsibilities which independence will bring.
We're not afraid of them, Mr. Commissioner, but we do need some help in getting back on our feet. We need immediate relief and financial assistance to tide us over. Most of all, we need a close trade relationship with the United States.
With Commissioner Paul McNutt, General Manuel Rojas, President-elect of the Philippines, arrives for a visit with President Truman. On July 4th of this year, the Philippines Commonwealth will attain its independence. General Rojas speaks to the people of the United States.
The Filipinos are grateful and have a deep affection for America. Although the color of our skin is brown, the temper of our minds and our beliefs is almost identical with yours. The Philippines, in government system and tradition, is a replica in miniature of the United States. That has been transplanted to a land 10,000 miles across the seas, the seed of American democracy. If a prosperous and free democracy can be built in the Philippines upon the ruins of war, the prestige of America and the American way of life will be raised to towering heights, and the millions of people of the Far East will look to us and to you as their models.
Is invited to speak before the two houses of Congress. Here he is seen as he arrives to deliver his address before the House of Representatives. Later, he makes a stirring speech before the Senate on the necessity of a Southeast Asia Union to counteract the menace and spread of communism in Asia. President of the Republic of the Philippines. Mr. Speaker, distinguished members of the House of Representatives, it is a rare honor and privilege for any man to appear before this august body of the distinguished representatives of the American people. The whole world was plunged into the most destructive war known in history. The Filipinos bled with the rest of humanity in that gigantic and bloody struggle. Thank God, we have survived. Instead of succumbing to desperation, following the untold devastation of our country and the decimation of our population, by the way, we lost more than 1,100,000 persons during that war. We have come out stronger, fortified in the blessings of democracy and freedom.
Kung ito ang ikakamatay ng maliit ninyong lingkod at alipin na si Magsaysay, hindi baling mamatay ako dito sa panahon na ito. Magpakita ko lamang sa inyo. Maipakita ko lamang sa inyo na kayo ay mahal sa amin sapagkat kaming lahat ay inyo. Kami ay nagsusweldo dito dahil sa kami ay alipin ninyo. Hindi upang magpasarap at magpayaman sa gobyernong ito. At noong araw ng maliit ninyong lingkod ay sumpa sa luneta na maglilingkod ng tapat at buong puso at kaluluwa sa bayan at lalong-lalo na sa kapwa niyang maliliit. Ayan sa gisag na naisigaw ko ay walang iba kung hindi. Yan simbolong yan ang pagtulong at pagbuhat sa mga hihirap na kababayan natin. Ang paglilingkod sa gobyerno ay hindi binibilang kung ilang taon. Kung hindi, kung anong nagawa mo sa bayan, yan ang dapat natin sukatin sa isang paglilingkod sa bayan. Maaaring maging 40 taon ang isang tao sa gobyerno. Maaari ako 4 na taon lang, mahal kong kababayan. Ngunit, maaari kong sabihin, ginawa natin lahat ang kaya natin. At mahirap pala ang maglingkod sa bayan kung ibibigay mo lahat ang kaluluwa mo sa bayan. Madaling maglingkod sa bayan kung ikaw ang isipin mo ay magpapasada, magpapayaman, magpapatakbo ng hagad yan, numero 1 ang automot, bibigyan mo ng 5 bandera. Madali yan. Ngunit kung iniisip mo, araw at gabi, ay ang mga naghihirap na mga taong walang trabaho, mga taong nagugutom, at ang dapat mong gawin sa bayan, mamamatay ka sapagkat ganyan ang nangyayari sa akin, sapagkat ang pagmamahal ko sa bayan at pagmamahal ko sa inyo, gaya ng pagmamahal ko rin sa sarili kong pamilya at sarili kong mga anak.
But more than this, we have transformed the lives of millions of our countrymen. Land reform, the principal cause of the Hukbalahap uprising, because of the repeated failure of the landowner-controlled Congress to redress the grievance of centuries was instituted. Some of you who are listening to me now belong to that rebellion, but you have joined the new society. I see here Mr. Luis Taruk, Assemblyman of representing left. I see many of the rebels from the south attending here. I see Al Talwan, the original field marshal of the Moro National Liberation Front. I see Commander Roni. I see Jamil Lukman. I see all these rebels who have raised the flag of intransigence against the Republic of the Philippines now joining hands in order to strengthen this commitment to the Republic for the maintenance of public order all over the land. And why did the Hukbalahabs join hands with the government? Because large estates were broken up and sold to the actual tillers of the soil. Because we immediately terminated the enslavement of the poor tenant farmer who inherited generations and generations of indebtedness without any possibility of payment whatsoever from his forebears to the landlord. This we immediately redressed with a single stroke of the pen. A new labor code was promulgated, providing, among others, the joining together of management and labor with government, a tripartite conference for the settlement of issues and thus assuring industrial peace to allow economic growth. Social reforms also included the implementation of a nutrition program. There are now 4,000 day centers all over the land. Ours is a model which has been adopted by the United Nations. A health program, a family planning program which have well long denied the humblest and the poorest of our countrymen. Our educational system has been reoriented to meet the needs of social and economic development, with its emphasis on vocational systems through scientific research, where before there was nothing but rhetoric and charlatanism. We have instituted the researches. We have created an institute of plant breeding and created exotic varieties of plants that did well to increase our harvest. And now we have started an institute of microbiology which shall utilize the new science of recombinant DNA. In the administration of justice, which again caused the rebellion of the poor in our own society, we have assured our people expeditious, inexpensive, and democratic justice with the organization of barangay courts. In this quest I will put at stake my honor, my life, and the presidency itself. Human rights must work to uplift human dignity. But human rights cannot be used as a shield or an excuse to destroy the country. Your country, I am my country. Addressing global warming shall all be our top priority, but upon a fair and equitable equation. All of us want peace, not the peace of the dead, but the peace of the living. If we cannot as yet love one another, then in God's name, let us not hate each other too much. I say the same to you today. We will strive to have a permanent and lasting peace before my term ends. That is my goal. That is my dream.
Siyempre po, kahit kaliwat kanan na ang ebidensya ng pagbabago, mayroon pa rin kontra sa Dangmatwid. Ang hirit nila, mabagal daw tayo. Kapag sila raw ang naging Pangulo, sigurado gaganda ang buhay. Sa mga medyo maedad po, ang isasagot natin, ganon. Sabay taas raw po ng kilay. Para naman sa kabataan, iba na raw po ang sagot nila sa ganong pahayag. Ang tugon daw ang uso ngayon di wow. Ang tanong natin, paano nila gagawin ang mga pangakong yan? Ang sagot nila, basta. Nasaan ang detalye at konkreto mga plano? Basta. Paano nyo ipapatupad ang inyong mga pangako? Basta. Pakiramdam yata nila nadadaan sa basta-basta ang solusyon sa ating mga problema. Wala pa rin talagang gamot na naiimbento para sa mga nagbubulag-bulagan at nagbingi-bingihan. Ang payo ko nga po, maganda siguro, kapag ganitong harapan ang iniinsulto ang talino ng Pilipino, ilipat muna natin ang channel at baka mas mapala pa tayo sa panonood ng mga sitcom.